Welcome back. Ravens hire new coaches, Super Bowl talk, and oh yeah, one of you wins a Lamar Jackson jersey on this episode of the Purple Rain podcast. A very, very long list of participants for the Lamar Jackson giveaway on this episode of the Purple Rain podcast. Make sure you stay tuned. Right now, Sutton informed me 56 of you guys are entered in. So it can go up by the end of the episode as well. So if you do want to get that one last chance, you have until the end of the episode. Let's just kind of say maybe until like a 7:40ish, maybe a little an hour or so. But welcome back, episode 377 of the Purple Rain podcast, the Matt Burke episode. Bradley Bozeman, Orlando Brown Sr., Austin Howard, Ryan Jensen, and Thou Who Shall Not Be Named episode of the Purple Rain podcast. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. Just completely skipped a player on their episode of the Purple Rain podcast because that's how we feel. That's how I feel about Thou Who Should Not Be Named. But welcome back. Welcome back. A lot to talk about. Actually, the Ravens just hired a coach as we were going through the intro. So we'll talk about that throughout this episode. But thank you all for coming through to this Friday Eve edition of the Purple Rain podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at the Purple Rain podcast. This guy over here, Instagram or on X at Sutton Def. Me, Instagram, simply as10.prod, X simply as10. And as always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new. And if you want to talk to us in that live chat, we will bring up your comments on the screen. Make sure you subscribe. It'll pop up on the screen. It's a little thunder and lightning. Say your name. Get a little shout out. But welcome back. I have lots to talk about. Sutton, it's been a couple of days since we've talked. Of course, Ravens news. We've got Radio Row. We'll be talking about how you feeling. How are you doing?
Feeling good, man. Cannot complain, not a little bit. It's a beautiful Thursday, man. I mean, we've been talking about this jersey giveaway. I'm super excited for it. You guys have been going crazy with memberships. We appreciate each and every single one. And like we said, today is the day where we will be announcing the winner of the Lamar Jackson jersey giveaway. It's going to be all at random. You guys are going to see it being picked at random. We'll spin the wheel thing. And like Alex said, you still have time to enter. By the end of this episode, if you've entered in and become a member of the Rain Gang, your name will pop up on the screen. We will manually input you into the list of contestants, and you will be in the running to win that Lamar Jackson giveaway list. So you guys are watching on X. If you want to join in, come over to YouTube, join the membership, and you have a chance at that Lamar Jackson jersey. Again, color of your choosing, which is the kicker to me. I mean, a lot of you guys probably already have Lamar jersey, right? Do you have the white one? Do you have the purple? Do you have a black one? Do you have the color rush? Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't even have the color rush one, which is crazy, but I need to get one. But if that sounds to you, again, please consider joining our membership. You know what's funny? I actually see our last giveaway winner in the chat, Dylan.
Hey.
Dylan is in the house. Says, "Hey fellas, how we doing? What's going on, Dylan? Dylan was the last winner of the Rain Gang giveaway. We did that. What was it? 2 years ago, Alex? It's been a little minute since we've done a giveaway.
A little minute. It has been.
Yeah. It's been a minute, but we're back, and we actually plan to do a lot more. Maybe next giveaway we do some Rain Gang. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? Some Rain Gang merch. It might be making a comeback, So if you want to, again, qualify for all of our giveaways here, all you got to do is be a channel member here, part of the hashtag Rain Gang. We appreciate it. Again, like my guy Alex said, please leave a like on the video, thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. What's up, man?
Kick Sam out of here. Kick Sam out of here. I love him. He says, I want a 77 jersey. He's entered in. But he's saying if he wins, he doesn't want a Lamar jersey. He wants a Daniel Falele jersey. Sam, come on now. We're starting early with this. Not even, 5 minutes in? The trolling. Oh, man. Here we go.
Are those even on the market, right?
Got to customize them.
Can you still buy that? Oh, you would have to customize it. Got you. Yeah. Customizing a Daniel Falele jersey is absolutely diabolical. I don't know what to tell you. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Mike says that 77 is fire. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. But again, welcome back to another episode. Yeah, Matt Burke, maybe, right? Episode 377 of PRP. We appreciate all you guys for coming through. And we got some things to get into today. We got some things to get into. My guy Alex just let me know that the Ravens just hired a head coach as been in the intro. I have no idea about that. Alex, you want to let me know what that's all about?
Yeah, our lovely, glorious, bald king, Jeff Sarubeck, just tweeted out, we're close to a deal with University of Michigan defensive line coach Lou Esposito, per sources. He will coach the Ravens defensive line. He worked the past 2 years under former Ravens DC Wink Martindale. Before that, he was at Western Michigan for 7 years. So when the deal gets done, he will work with Anthony Weaver, who obviously will have a big role with the defensive line as well. Um, so yeah, he obviously has some connections with Jesse Minter, with obviously, the Ravens. So he'll be coaching the D line, but I honestly expect Anthony Weaver to kind of make his bread and butter there with the D line coach. He's kind of to me like an assistant, but he'll have that defensive line coach title. So it's always news when we go live.
Okay. Always news, always news. I was live yesterday doing Quiet Storm Sports, and right as I was about to get offline, Tila, a member in our chat who's actually in here today, shout out to Tila, she let me know that the Ravens hired a new quarterback coach because,
Yeah.
sad to say, T. Martin went out the door yesterday, and, he was real close to Lamar Jackson. That was a little bit bittersweet, much like the John Harbaugh departure. You don't want to see guys like that go. I mean, T. Martin had a really good relationship with Lamar Jackson. Like Cordell let us know on Monday, he was kind of like the liaison between Lamar and some coaching staff, rest of the coaching staff. So hopefully this new guy we bought in will kind of do the same thing. He is a little bit younger, a little bit closer age to Lamar Jackson. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get all of that. But first, let's preface it with this, Alex. So earlier today, I came across a video, and this was courtesy of the Ryan Ripken show. Shout out to Ryan Ripken doing a great job over there on Radio Row. He's at the Super Bowl, and he talked to Dan Orlovsky. He sat down with Dan Orlovsky, and Dan Orlovsky, regardless of how you feel about him as a Ravens fan, he kind of joked about being a Ravens hater and a Lamar hater. He mentioned some things about this Ravens new coaching staff. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Out there in the Ravens real quick.
Yeah. What a staff.
Yeah, so they went young. So Declan Doyle,
Sure.
first time to be OC. You get Anthony Weaver back in the building.
I love Weaver. I
And-
love Weaver.
So maybe talk through the staff a little bit on things that you've seen and what you're excited about
Yeah,
watching.
I'll start with Jesse. So honestly, when you do have the opportunity to call these games and you sit down with coaches, you very quickly, within a matter of minutes, know the guys that you're a head coach.
Yeah.
Jesse was one of those guys. You could just sit with them for less than 180 seconds and you just hear how he communicates, how he listens, how he answers questions, his vision of football, team, the clarity, and you go, that's a head coach. Okay. So starting with and he's also been around football forever. His father was a very successful football coach. And then Declan Doyle, I sent out, I had a video where I was like, listen, for me, you gotta come from the Shanahan McVay tree. If you come from that tree, I'm with that. And everyone was like, and once and I mentioned Declan Doyle's name, and he's like, he doesn't come from that tree. If you watch the way he calls football, it's in that world. The Ben Johnson, the tying things together, one formation, 5 different plays, illusion. That's the foundation of the Shanahan McVay tree. Ben Johnson may not come from that tree, but it's the same fruit. Okay. So I like that Declan Doyle is learned under that style of football.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I've never met him, but I like that he's come from that. Anthony Weaver, another guy. When you sit with them, you go, yep, that's going to be a head coach. I thought the Steelers should have hired him. No offense to Mike McCarthy at all. But he just has a great understanding, vision, communication, and clarity. And so I love the staff that they've put together. And, I think that you're sitting there in a place that you're like, yeah, I don't expect them to skip a beat at all.
Alex, when you hear that, what do you think?
I gotta take it, I hate to say with a grain of salt. I know Dano's true allegiance, and I hate to be that way, but it is the truth. I think it's kind of a known fact now, but kind of just reaffirms our beliefs. We think we made the right hire at head coach. OC, obviously, I think he's a little on the fence as well. Never met the guy, but he can see things he does. But the Anthony Weaver one, I think we kind of knew it was a home run. We knew it was probably the right pick, the smart pick, if not the best pick out there for a defensive coordinator. But definitely insightful to hear kind of a guy who's talked to Anthony Weaver, in those meeting rooms. Because I think or Dan O is on the ESPN, like when they do the dual Monday night games, which we all hate. He's on the commentary, and I think he caught a couple of Dolphins games this year. So definitely, interesting and intriguing to hear, but we still got to get between those lines, got to get to OTAs, training camp. But it's all good things we're hearing now, better than hearing, this guy shouldn't be a coach or this guy, was hated by his staff. Like I said, good things to hear right now, but still a lot more time to go. JD's
Yeah,
funny.
for sure. Dio in the Big 26 is nasty, and then somebody said they can't take him serious after he ran out of the back of the end zone all those years ago playing quarterback for Detroit. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Lisa also says, does anybody trust Dano? Not really. It's kind of like, he did say something interesting. I don't know if it was exactly in this clip here, Alex, but he said something that kind of piqued my interest. He said that with Jesse Minter being a defensive-minded head coach, that greatly helps out Declan Doyle in the following way. In the weeks leading up to games, the practices leading up to games, Jesse Minter and his brilliant defensive mind is going to be able to let Declan Doyle know and challenge Declan Doyle in real time on how teams are going to attack this offense, right? And I think that's super important. Like, it's a really good point made. By the way, Drewski89 just became a member. You are now in the running to get that Lamar Jackson jersey. Appreciate you, Drewski. You're now in the running. But yeah, I really like that point that he made. Again, I don't know if it was exactly in this clip, but I think he was being a little bit genuine. He also talked about Jesse Minter and like how he's like, not the perfect head coach, but he's the type of guy who you would imagine to be a head coach. He says all the right things. He listens, right? That's the most important thing to me. I don't know if you guys remember in that Wired, right? In that Wired episode, not Wired episode, but the mic'd up episode, rather, the LA Chargers, when Jesse was still with the Chargers, he was actively listening to his players, which I feel like is super important when you're coaching up, 53 or 54, however many people on the roster, 54 grown men, right? You need to be able to instill value in them because that will empower them to go out there and play fast, physical, and confident, right? So everything that I've heard so far, Jesse Minter, and then honestly the entire coaching staff, Dio, I mean, as much as we don't really care for him and Ravens fan, right? He did also talk about Anthony Weaver and how much he raves about him, how much he loves him. I love that Anthony Weaver is a guy who is going to also have experience calling plays, but not really tasked with that because we know Jesse's going to be calling the defense himself, right? So overall, man, this coaching staff, I'm super excited for it. With every single hire, I've gotten more and more on board with the future of this team. I'm excited as hell, man. I'm pumped. But let's go through some of the other coaching staff updates, right? You mentioned what was the guy's name again? The new D-line coach?
Lou Esposito.
Lou Esposito. And he coached where again? I'm sorry.
Of course, man. The Ravens Pipeline, Michigan, University of.
Yeah. So I don't know too much about the guy so far. I mean, again, this news just dropped, so we'll have to be deep on that. But no surprise there that he's coming from that Michigan tree. Eric DeCosta, and I'm sure Jesse Minter as well, also coaching at Michigan with Mike McDonald too. They have guys from there, so it doesn't surprise me not one bit. Let's talk a little bit about the who was it? Israel Woolfolk, right? That news that dropped yesterday. Yeah,
Yes.
What that when you heard that?
For me, listen, I don't want to jump the gun, but take this with a grain of salt. For me, that's like Jesse Minter's first L. I really like T. Martin. I think Lamar's game went up exponentially when he switched from James Urban to T. Martin. Like we heard from Cordell, just kind of what T did for both parties, that being the OC and Lamar, feels like he went to a new level, or maybe he was able to be more of himself. And for me, I want my star player to be themselves. So definitely, I'm disappointed to see him go. Maybe it's because he wasn't the OC, or maybe he didn't get that chance. I'm not too sure. I hope T gets that chance to be an OC because I think when he was at USC, hell, he had Sam Darnold looking like how Sam Darnold's looking now. I mean, he's a big reason why he was that high in the first round as a pick. But don't know too much about Israel Woolfolk. I know he came from the Cardinals, but before we get into that, I mean, like I said, saying it's L now, obviously, but that's just me kind of really enjoying T. Martin, how he went from wide receivers coach, then went to the QB's coach. I mean, that was a great step up for him. I loved it. So Israel Wolfwork, though, 35 years old, so kind of continuing this like youth movement in the Ravens organization. Past 3 years as a Cardinals QB coach, and then before that, he was with the Browns for 2 years on the Diversity Coaching Fellowship. So now he's helping out Lamar Jackson. And there was a clip of him basically talking how he deals with the mental aspect of younger players and what he looks for in a competitor. So that definitely was interesting to watch. Obviously has, I guess, a good mentality, good mindset, to get his players at that same level. But I'm just looking at where he came from, Kyler Murray, talking about mentality. He's kind of one of the few guys that gets picked on about, is his head in the game? So I'm kind of thinking about that. But, brand new slate here in Baltimore. Only time will tell.
Yeah, for sure. And for the record, I do think that Lamar is a little bit more locked in to football than Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray has got 1 foot in and 1 foot out when it comes to football in the Big 26. I wouldn't be surprised if by 2027 you see him in Major League Baseball or something like that, or Major League Gaming even. Wouldn't surprise me. Uh, but no, I mean, the reason why I mainly I am intrigued by the Israel Wolfwork hiring is because he's only 36. He's a young guy. And I was listening to a podcast earlier. It was actually, I believe it was 410 Sports Talk. Shout out to them. And Ben had made a good point. Shout out to him. He said that just relatability and being able to be down to earth and, share some of the same experiences, trivial as it may seem, share some of the same music tastes and cultural references and things like that. Some of that can go a long way when it comes to actually being able to trust somebody, being able to, again, relate to somebody. So I like the fact that the Ravens overall are going young. But I made a video the other day about checks and balances, right, on this team. It seems like Ravens are checking every single box. And here's what I mean by that. 29-year-old Declan Doyle, as much as I just big up, having younger coaches on the staff, right? He's 29, but the Ravens then, they went and brought in a Joe Lombardi, which I'm sure you heard about as well, to be the senior offensive assistant for the offensive side of the ball. What did you make of Joe Lombardi being the newest addition to offense to help out Declan Doyle?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't think it could hurt. I think it's definitely smart to have for such a young guy. Hell, John Harbaugh at his big age had Jerry Rossberg come back and be a game manager. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get too upset or too concerned about this. It doesn't hurt having another voice in his ear. He's going from being that guy that drew up the plays that scouted, and maybe this is his promotion to calling the plays, and he may need somebody else to help him, game plan, watch film. I'm perfectly fine with that. Joe Lombardi obviously been around the league, just with the Broncos past couple years as their OC. Hell, saw them get the number 1 seat. Number 1 seat. They were the number 1 seat last year, so they let him go. I'm not sure if that was any just complications between him and Sean Payton, him and Bo Nix. I don't know, but I like it. I do like it. I'm not saying I love it, but I think it can't hurt having a 29-year-old with an older mentor. Let's call it that, a mentor.
Yeah, basically a mentor, right? I mean, we gave Declan Doyle the keys to the Lamborghini, but we are going to give him a driving instructor as well, right? To sit along in that passenger seat and help him out and guide him along the way. And that's what I really like about it. A lot of Chargers fans, and Denver fans as well, saying, "Oh no, this guy can't call plays," but we're asking him to do that, right? We got the young, brilliant offensive mind calling the plays, and we're asking Joe Lombardi, "Hey, look, maybe sit up there in that box and tell us what you see," right? And kind of guide him step by step, Declan Doyle, that is, into being a solid offensive coordinator. So I love it. Again, it seems like there's checks and balances. They're leaving no stone unturned. Again, I love the offensive side of the football right now. I love the defensive side of the football. Of course, Jesse mentioned the defensive-minded head coach and bringing in an Anthony Weaver who, not asking him to call plays, he's going to be a vicious motivator on that sideline and practices. And I absolutely love that. It seems like this Ravens defense is going to get back to where it was in, like, I don't even want to say 2000s, but let's just say like early 2020s, right? Around that time when just probably getting back to that. And that's what I enjoy the most about a lot of these hires, man. I really do. So
We still have one more.
Anybody else that we missed? Who else?
One more hire. And real quick, Mike requests you can take this clown off the main screen in Dano. Sorry about that.
Actually, it's so funny. I just did that. It's funny.
One more coach, actually, and this one, maybe one of my favorites. The Ravens stole a coach. Not just any coach. A coach
yeah.
from your biggest rival. That being Eddie Faulkner, the former Pittsburgh Steelers running back coach, is now the Ravens running back coach. And before that, it was a Willie Taggart, obviously. I don't know, I guess like a Harbaugh-ite per se. He's definitely followed the Harbaughs around wherever they go, whether it be Jim or John. Faulkner will take over. And this is really interesting to me because I think of the Steelers running backs. When you ask me who their best player in offense was down the stretch last year, it's one guy, and that's Kenneth Gainwell. That's the guy they picked up late in the year who basically became their do-it-all guy. Ran out the backfield, caught passes, was their leading receiver most of the games. He helped him, take that next level. It's a guy like Jalen Warren, undrafted free agent, had damn near 1,000 yards, I think 8 touchdowns. Definitely interested to see what he could do with Derrick Henry, Keaton Mitchell, and if we were to draft a running back. So I do like him a lot. I like this hire a lot, and it just means a little bit more taking him from our biggest rival.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I do see the Ravens actually drafting a running back in this year's draft. I mean, 11 draft picks. I don't know exactly how many of those the Ravens will hold on to, but I do expect Eric DeCosta to go ahead and try to draft maybe the running back of the future for the Ravens. Probably a later, of course, a later round pick, but I do see that happening. Now, to your point about what Eddie Faulkner, former Steelers running back coach, was able to do with the likes of Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell down the stretch of that season, I mean, he was kind of doing it all for the Steelers, right? I mean, running out of the backfield between the tackles, outside the tackles, he was catching the ball like hell out of the backfield, right? I mean, Aaron Rodgers was going to him constantly. Honestly, his production came to the tune of him winning the most valuable player on the Steelers, right? So if Eddie Faulkner was able to do that for Kenneth Gainwell, and then like you said, coaching up a Jalen Warren, who I didn't even realize until you just said something that he was a UDFA, an undrafted free agent, and got him to almost 1,000 yards and like you said, 8 touchdowns. Yeah, what are you going to do with Derrick Henry, a future Hall of Fame running back, right? Who has every tool in the toolbox to execute whatever you want him to do. I love that. I mean, also what I read about Eddie Faulkner is that, his players want to play for him. They want to run through a wall for him, and that's what's important to me. That's what's important to me. Like, get those guys charged up on the sideline and have them out there ready to run rampant, right? So Derrick Henry, and then, of course, Keaton Mitchell as well. I fully expect with a combination of Declan Doyle, a bright offensive mind, combination of, as we got a super chat donation, we'll get to that in just 1 second here. Combination of Declan Doyle and Dwayne Ledford, offensive line coach, run game coordinator, and all those guys. I mean, Keaton Mitchell should definitely take a step forward this upcoming season. I expect him to have a really, really good year. Super chat donation. This one's coming in from Always Blessed, dropping in the 5 in the chat. Appreciate you, Always Blessed 410. Says, if this was common, I believe Jesse Minter is saying to me, my X-Men, the way he has assembled his coaching staff. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much. Always blessed. You have. But yeah, I mean, it's looking really, really good. I've compared it to like the Avengers. Like he's assembling a hell of a coaching staff. They all have different kind of skills and traits and qualities that when you mash them all together, they make something truly, truly lethal. At least what I think is going to be lethal. What do you think about that, Alex?
Yes, and I'm glad that we are still talking about coaches. I want to read a quote from one of the probably best running backs in the league. But like I said, I mean, I've loved it. Damn near every pick. I think it's not more so, hit the guys he knows. It's guys he's getting that can bring the best out of our players. Just talking about running backs coach, he made, those two guys who, let's say, kind of were Jags at a point. Not saying, I think they were used incorrectly, using their guys to their strengths. Knowing Kenneth Gainwell can be that guy out the backfield, has hands, can open up the game. We didn't have that. We weren't using Keaton Mitchell, I think, to his strengths. We're running him, up the middle. No, that's not Keaton Mitchell. Run him outside, short passes. And as for the O-line coach, I see Bobby Baltimore, friend of the show, caught up with Bijan Robinson, who, worked several years with offensive line coach Dwayne Ledford, saying he's an absolute dog. That's a great hire. That's my guy. So it's kind of, adding on to another coach we got. Arguably for me, maybe one of the most important coaches, considering what we came from in a George Warhop. So knocked out the park game with every hire. Jesse Minter, you've done miracles on me so far.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
change.
and I saw your tweet. I saw your that was hilarious. Um, Shelly Shell in the chat, one of our members here says, "Avengers, slow your roll, Sutton." You're right. You're right. I mean, I get it. Always Blessed says X-Men are the strongest superhero team. In fact, they're stronger than the Avengers. I didn't know about
I
that.
mean, I don't know if you've been seeing Mr. Namdi Madubuike has been replying to some tweets. He's been a little bit more active recently. He's been a little bit
He
more active.
has. He has. You're right about that. You're right about that. What did he tweet yesterday or yesterday? It was some sort of quote, right?
It was, and he just kind of said, "Amen." And with the hands, I'm not sure what it said. Where let me see if I can find it real quick.
It was something about like, you can either quit or you keep going, something like that. It was something motivation like that. So, I mean, while you pull that up, I want to pull this up on screen here. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Flagship Fantasy, I guess, is just getting in the chat here. Says, where does the QB coach fit in these Avengers? Because to me, he kind of seems like a Hawkeye. Uh, I don't really know what the comparison there is for you, Flagship Fantasy, but I mean, we mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. Just love the fact that he is a younger coach. We'll be able to chop it up with Lamar, relate to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, I assume, will probably be comfortable with that guy. And then, like you mentioned, man, I mean, the players love him. You talked about an interview that he had. It seems like he's going to be a very personable guy with Lamar. So we love that too. I mean, can't get too excited for it, but we love it. But go ahead, Alex.
It was mainly just him replying, "Amen" to a bunch of just, if you're blessed, respond back. So it's just very
Oh,
crazy
he was
timing
basically
because,
pulling a Lamar.
exactly. It's kind of not to be the guy. It's stuff you see on Facebook. It's just engagement,
Yeah,
unfortunately. But I
yeah,
mean, he's getting active. I mean, come on now, Namdi, just either take the Band-Aid off or just shower us with good news. But
yeah.
I'm just getting excited, just the prospect of him, being back and being healthy. But I think that's about it for the coaches. I was going to say.
Yeah, and Namdi, yeah, but I say Namdi knows what he's doing when he posts those tweets. You know what I mean? Like he knows what he's doing. He knows what the fans want from him. He sees his comments, and replies, and stuff like that. This is not just by coincidence at all. But yeah, like you said, I think that JD says here, I think he's coming back. I hope so. I pray that he's coming back. Now listen, that's about it for the coaches. We're gonna go ahead and transition here into some other topics. Of course, we still got to talk about the Super Bowl and things like that. But before we do, again, want to remind you guys to please like the video, subscribe to our channel as well. And again, like we said, like you see in the title of this video, we are giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey for free tonight at the end of our episode here on the Purple Rain podcast. And if you still want to qualify and be in the running to win that jersey, you still can. All you have to do is join our channel membership. You will pop up on the screen here right above me and Alex's faces. You will automatically be added to the giveaway contest. We appreciate that. But okay, let's move right along here. What do we got else? What else we got? Let me see. Pull this up. What's up?
No, nothing. I actually saw a really cool stat while you're getting that up. It was about the fewest points per game allowed in a single postseason. Since we're kind of getting to, the tail end, the Patriots right now are at 8.7 points per game so far. The 2000 Ravens, 5.8.
Jeez, man.
5.8. And mind you, that only touchdown in the Super Bowl was on the special teams play. It wasn't even defense.
That defense was really strapping shit, bro. Like that's up there with some of the best defenses of all time. Like 85 Bears and whoever else you want to put next to them. I mean, that team was really shutting shit down, right? And forcing turnovers at a very, very high clip. That defense struck fear into all hearts, into offensive coordinators' minds. And yeah, you had offensive coordinators waking up in cold sweats when they were about to face the 2000 Ravens defense. So hopefully our modern defense, 26 defense, can get somewhere, obviously not to that level. I don't think that that's even attainable unless you have the players to make that happen. And right now, I don't think that we do have a Ray Lewis or, even fast forward a little bit later, like an Ed Reed. But hopefully we can get back to somewhere around there, right? Bring back dominant Ravens defense, right?
Yes.
Make the Ravens defense great again. That's my whole thing. That's my thing. But listen, guys, this is Super Bowl weekend, and normally around Super Bowl weekend, you do have festivities that are called the Pro Bowl, right? The All-Star weekend or All-Star Day, whatever you want to call it, for the NFL, and that just went down on a Tuesday. of all days. And I personally did not watch it because I think it is an abomination. But Alex, you told me before we went live, you watched it. What did you think of it?
Embarrassing. And
Mm,
it's what happened to the Pro Bowl I love. What happened, man? I just
yeah.
it wasn't. It's I know it's supposed to be fun, and I get it. It was fun before. Um, really like Shador out there, Flacco. Um, we have a lineman catching a pass because nobody's watching him. Like it's like a make a wish game. Oh, you never scored? Here you go.
Yeah.
Never made a Pro Bowl? Here you go. Like at a point, I think you vote on who makes a Pro Bowl, and then if you're an alternate, you can get the bonus, but that shouldn't be on your resume. If you're like a third or fourth, fifth, they asked Justin Fields.
And he turned it down. I mean, that is super embarrassing for the National Football League, man. Like you said, it feels like a make-a-wish game. Like it feels like one of those games where, like, halftime in the stadium, they bring out the kids or whatever, and they're doing like the little, 5-on-5 or 7-on-7 and red zone only. Like that's what it really felt like. Do you see the little? Well, I'm sure you saw it because you watched it. Little tush push play. Oh, disgusting!
Like really,
Disgusting.
like
Yeah.
I just it wasn't doing much for me. I did turn it off. I said, you know what, I value my sleep, and I took my happy ass to bed. I did. It just wasn't doing much. And I
So
see
the
Roquan
question.
Smith. I see Roquan
Oh,
Smith getting juked out in a Pro Bowl,
oof. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't want to see it either.
chasing
I don't want to see it.
after guys. I mean, come on now.
Not a
Golly.
good look. I did see the Kyle Hamilton interception. I
Yep.
was just thinking to myself, like, please just don't get hurt. Right? I think he came down on the shoulder or something like that. I'm like, please do not get hurt in a silly ass game. Like that would really piss me off. I would rather him, I'm not gonna say that. Look, here is somebody's idea on how to fix the NFL Pro Bowl.
We have got to get rid of Roger Goodell, man. I have explained at least 2 different videos now why I should become the NFL commissioner. So here's my 3rd video. I don't know. You want to fix the Pro Bowl? It's really simple. We go back to the original format, make it a game. Now, a lot of players don't want to get injured. Okay. How about this, though? The winning team, every single player gets a 50% bonus of their entire salary. Yep. Whatever your yearly salary is on your contract, you get a 50% bonus if you win. See how many people suddenly want to play football again. The NFL's got the money. Don't bullshit me. They have a lot of fucking money. They could totally do that easily. It's not complicated. Just give the players money and we got the Pro Bowl back. It's so fucking simple. If you make, let's say, you make $10 million. You win this one game, you will get $5 million. I'm telling you, they're going to want to fucking play this game, and they're not going to give a damn about the injury. Now, the only exception would be, of course, if, the players are playing for the Super Bowl, that'd be a little bit better. But other than that, though, there's no excuse for anybody else. So, yes, once again, elect me as commissioner so I can make football fun again. We have got to get rid of Roger. We have got to get rid of Roger Goodell, man.
Yeah.
I have explained.
Yeah. What do you think of that, Alex?
Listen, they would play for it. It's just where in that does it impact the salary cap? Like, does it, do we just go and say, if you win this, it won't impact the salary cap, the added, or my other worry is our GM's gonna be like, well, you should take a little bit of hometown discount because this year you're getting 50% more for the Pro Bowl. A little worried about that. But money will be the only way they'll play. Because you're risking your health out there. But I don't think they even fathom doing that.
Well, I think it would be a good idea. You bring up a valid point about the salary cap and then, negotiation tactic getting a little tricky because it's like, okay, well, if you make the Pro Bowl, which we expect you to, then you're going to make X amount of money extra on top of your contract. So why don't you just take a little hometown salary or whatever? A salary cut or whatever, friendly discount. But maybe not make it 50%. That seems a little bit steep. Maybe an extra 25% would be a little bit more feasible. And then also one thing that the guy in the video didn't mention, move the Pro Bowl until after the Super Bowl, like it was before. Like the Super Bowl it feels so final, which it is, right? It's the championship game. But it used to be fun where like literally 1 week after the Super Bowl, all the guys in Hawaii or Honolulu, right? And they played an actual real physical game. So move to after the Super Bowl, like it used to be. And then like this guy said, give them, a 50%, a bonus on their salary, on their annual salary, or maybe like a 25%. That way it's not as steep, right? And I think that the money should come from straight from the NFL's pockets, right? It doesn't have to come from owners because the NFL, I mean, this is the NFL's thing. Your Pro Bowl event. If you want that Pro Bowl event to be even remotely relevant again, you have to make it worth the players' while. Like you mentioned, there is no reason why Justin Fields is turning down an opportunity to play in the Pro Bowl. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for. I mean, at this point, and you're playing on a Tuesday in a random warehouse. I don't even know where it was taking place.
Where were they at? A data center?
I don't know.
Is it that was what it looked like? I mean, come on now. Look like I'm going in the middle of freaking Virginia. Come on.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Spooky J in the house says, or just get rid of the Pro Bowl and name the fan voted players all-stars instead and not have a game. I mean, sure. I mean, it's cool. I mean, end of the day, you could just say like, okay, these are the all-stars from the season, and that can be an accolade that goes on their resume. Sure. But personally, I just missed the days where it was a real game and the AFC and the NFC, they had like the four best quarterbacks, right?
Mhm.
And quarterbacks would take turns, right? First quarter, you had Peyton Manning playing. Second quarter, you had Ben Roethlisberger playing. Third quarter, you had Phillip Rivers out there. Fourth quarter, I'm not going to say Tom Brady was normally in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right? But whoever, you know what I mean? Whoever else was out there. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It seems like nowadays they don't really care. They don't really give a damn on whether or not the Pro Bowl is relevant or not. Whether or not it's fun to watch. I mean, it goes to show you. I mean, they're having it again, like you said, in a data center, random remote location on a Tuesday, like on a weekday. What are we doing? Not even NBA All-Star Weekend has not even gotten this bad, right? And that's embarrassing. All-Star Weekend has its troubles too, but this NFL Pro Bowl thing they either need to get rid of it completely or do what we said, move it to after the Super Bowl, pay the players a little extra money, and go like that. But that's just me.
I mean,
Go ahead.
for the biggest league in America, for them to have the worst, if not close to the worst, all-star, saying something. I think it might be above the MLS if you want to consider that, because the MLS would just get their best players, put them against a European team, and the European team just mollywops them. It's embarrassing. It's like shows like the difference of level in the teams, and then it's like the NFL right after that. So NHL, I think they put together a great all-star, just weekend. I like the NBA's weekend, although it's dropped off, and the MLB. I think they have a great, all-star game. Winner gets home field advantage in the 7-game series. Home run derby is always exciting, but NFL, it just has went downhill year after year. On a Tuesday,
way downhill. Herb says it's the GPT Pro Bowl. DeWitt says we emotional about this. Nah, not emotional. Just passionate.
It's a
about
slow
the game
season,
that we love, man.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? It's the slow season, so we got to talk about it. I'm not emotional about it. I'm just passionate about it because I grew up watching, like I mentioned before, an actual entertaining Pro Bowl that was worth sitting down and watching. Now it's just like it's nothing. It's nothing anymore. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. Let's see. What else do we got? Okay, so this is interesting.
Yes.
So Radio Row, everybody's at the Super Bowl interviewing players and coaches and all the like. And former New England Patriot Vince Wilfork sat down with a radio show and was discussing Tom Brady, who showed his lack of support for the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady said he has no dog in the fight, right? He's not rooting for anybody in the Super Bowl. Take a listen to what Vince Wilfork had to say about that.
So I got to get your verdict on the game. I don't have to ask. Okay, good. I mean,
Teddy got the same response.
Yeah,
but
all right, great.
Tom hasn't given an opinion, and we're waiting for an opinion from Tom.
That's bull crap, Tom.
Thank you.
That's what we said.
Crap, Tom.
Thank you.
Come on, Tom.
now.
Why won't he give
All
it?
that political. This ain't political.
Yeah.
It ain't political. What it is.
Yeah.
Thank
Raiders
you.
ain't in it.
Yep.
Thank you, Vince.
That's right.
Say what it is.
Right.
What you see.
Yep.
You want to come back and say, hey, I'm a Patriot for life, then you should be rooting for him.
Man, look at the end of the day. If you're a Patriot for life, you know what it is. Don't give me that political bull crap. That's just what it is.
That's it.
That's just what if you don't think we're going to win, just pick Seattle then.
Right.
Yeah. Don't straddle the fence.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Don't straddle the fence.
Thank you.
That's what I
you.
Straight
said.
up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Real quick, Alex, before we give our takes on this, every time that I see Vince Wilfork, it need the most painful flashbacks to the 2011 AFC Championship game when Billy Cundiff missed the field goal, right? And they just pan the camera to Vince Wilfork on the sideline with his arms out. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, we won it. And they had camera on him for a good 5 seconds. It felt like an eternity, right? So painful. Anyway, Alex, what do you make of all this? Do you think that Tom Brady, who is, very high up there, what does he do for the Raiders again?
Is he like football operations, I want to say? Let me check.
It's either football operations or he has like a very small stake in ownership or something like that. One of the two.
Minority owner, heavily involved in major football decisions, hiring a head coach, acting as a leader alongside Mark Davis and GM. His influence on the organization is significant.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get what Vince Wilfork is saying here. Like, hey, don't be political. Hey, look, we were Patriots for X amount of years. We had all great times, won all these Super Bowls. I mean, even Mike Vrabel, who's coaching the team right now, he was your teammate. Why are you not pulling for New England Patriots? But he's got to understand, though, Brady is so far removed from just being a New England Patriot. I mean, having minority ownership in a football team, in an NFL team, also being heavily involved in their football decisions, and also being on Fox, right? And having to be kind of like this non-biased guy. I think he kind of has to take that stance. No, what do you think, Alex?
Thank you. If he were to come out and publicly say that, do you think he would be able to call one Patriots game next year for Fox? Because they're going to be on there. No. They probably wouldn't. And deep down, he probably is rooting for them, but he physically can't go out and say that for contractual purposes. I get it. I get why they're upset, why they're in their feelings, but let's be real. He's rooting for them. You know what I mean? So he doesn't have to come out and say it, but for everything else he said, Raiders, and then for the Fox is paying him a whole lot of money. Probably more money than the Patriots paid him at certain times. So he's going to keep his mouth shut. But they're getting upset. And then Asante Samuel came out about it. Yeah. Stop getting mad.
That was weird, wasn't it? What did Asante Samuel? Didn't he like hit him or something like that? Was that real?
Asante Samuel's been weird on Twitter. He's been calling out like other corners that you aren't good, quarterbacks. Probably called out Cam Newton, I think. It's weird.
Mm. I heard he has like a podcast or something like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that's what I heard. I read that online, and then somebody was like, "Oh, you got to talk trash and whatnot to try to get guests on your podcast. You don't have real connections in the league to get people on your pod." It was just messy. Yeah. But like I said, we're in agreement here. There's no way that Tom Brady can come out publicly and say, "Hey, I'm pulling for the Patriots," because I think it's probably in his Fox contract, right, that he cannot show any sort of bias towards any specific team, even the team won 6 rings with. I mean, like you said, deep down, he is probably rooting and pulling for the Patriots. Again, Mike Vrabel was his former teammate, so it makes sense for him to do so. But wait, isn't he also calling the game or no?
I think it's NBC this year, I want to say. I think it's Chris and Al.
Oh. So it's going to be on Peacock. Interesting.
Yep, NBC. NBC Peacock.
Yeah. Interesting. Khalil Bowling in the chat says he's trying to grow his podcast by. Yeah, clearly, man. It's weird. It's all weird to me.
You know who else did that too?
Samuel. Who?
And this might take me back, and this might make me a hater. But Adam Pac-Man Jones, because he sat on his podcast, or whatever, and said that Steve Smith was a trash wide receiver. And I'm like, hold up. I know that's not who I think it is. The same Steve Smith who took you by your face mask, granted, and he bitched you. he's not a good receiver.
Wait, that was Pac-Man Jones?
Adam Pac-Man Jones said that.
No, like Steve Smith, like you talking about that play with that touchdown play where he grabbed him by the face mask and like
Against the
threw him
Bengals?
forward?
That was him.
Yeah.
That was him.
Wow. Yeah, you can't call that man trash after he did you dirty like that. That was probably because bro, he stiff armed him. He was behind him, bro. He reached back
Slow
and
down.
said, "Come here." Or slowed down, said, "Come here," and threw this man forward, and then walked into the zone. Bro, you cannot talk trash about him at all. You better be sending him Christmas cards saying, "Hey, look, bro, I'm sorry for whatever I did to you, but like, yeah, I don't want no smoke." Because Steve Smith, he humbled him. He humbled him real bad, real bad. Lil says, "I think Pac-Man is still pissed about that play." Gotta be,
Yeah,
gotta be.
I would be.
Ain't been the same since. Yeah.
I would be.
So, yeah. But anywho, that's that. Tom Brady, I mean, he's gonna fulfill his contractual obligations and not be biased towards any team or another just because he has to, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, Alex, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here on this episode. We only have one more thing to cover before we get into our jersey giveaway. Again, if you do want to enter for the jersey giveaway, there's still time. You still got a couple minutes to join in. If you join in and you become a member right now, your name will be entered into the drawing to win that free Lamar Jackson jersey. You probably got, I'd say, about maybe 10 minutes left. We're going to get into our Super Bowl predictions here and now, right? Let's talk about the Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl 60, New England. Alex, you got, what's the score? And let's get into some bold predictions.
We didn't talk about it. I'm feeling a Purple Rain parlay for the Super Bowl. We didn't even mention that. We didn't mention that before the show. I think we have to. We have to go out on a bang because throughout the playoffs, only right. We were literal yards away, and I feel it. I feel it. So, but obviously, Seahawks, Patriots, much like Cordell kind of alluded to on Monday night, I am also going with the Seahawks. I'm going 31-17. I think the game is over in the third quarter. Don't want it to be that way. I would love a tight game, obviously with the Seahawks winning, but even M and Warrior will be banged up. They'll still be lights out. The Seahawks defense is playing for a lot. I know the Patriots are as well, but I just think the talent and just the heart, I see it more right there with the Seahawks, man. The battles they were going through, the Rams game showed a lot of heart. They're going to pull this one out. 31-17. Congrats, Sam Darnold. Congrats, Mike McDonald.
Okay. So, I mean, I also think that the Seahawks are going to win this game. The spread is 4.5, right? Seahawks are favored. I think that they cover 4.5. I just think that this Patriots offense is very, very limited. They've also been stumbling throughout this playoffs as well. I mean, Drake May has fumbled the ball 6 times, again, threw for 86 passing yards in the AFC Championship game. I knew it was a snow game. It was a blizzard. They were slipping and sliding all over the place. But I think the Seahawks cover. So let's start the parlay, right? Bold predictions. I think that Seahawks cover -4.5. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I want to know what his receiving yards line is. Can you pull that up for us, Alex?
I would be happy to. So we're going to pull the Seahawks spread, and we're going to go to receiving. Sorry, you just heard my stomach rumble.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
That was actually pretty loud, bro. I'm not going to.
It was?
Yeah, we got to get you some food. We got to get off of here.
No, we're good. We're good. 94.5.
Line there. 94.5 for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Drop it in the over under.
So his past 5 games: 96, 72, 84, 19, 153.
Ooh. Patriots defense is no joke.
Spooky J, the Emerald City Route Artist. That was a tough watch right there. I don't know if you saw that clip.
No, I didn't.
It was some guy in the press. He's like, Jason, I have a new nickname for you, the Emerald City Route Artist. And Jason's like, yeah. Like he was just trying to yeah, that's cool. Tough watch. Don't watch the video. You'll cringe.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take the over on him though. I'm gonna take the over on him. You like that, Alex?
I like it. Big game players, big time
All right.
plays. So we're at 2 out of our 3 usual legs. Oh man, rushing Kenneth Walker. So his past 5 games, 151, 97, 116, 62, and his over under is at 70.5.
Honestly, that's a little steep for me. 70 and a I would probably take the under on Kenneth Walker.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like we already got 2 legs, right? We got the -4.5. We got Jason over receiving yards, and then we just need 1. I don't know about Kenneth Walker though.
We can do a Patriot.
Let's go Patriots.
So we can do Drake May's passing yards is 219.5. Touchdowns is at 1.5 for both quarterbacks. Rushing wise, it is at Travion is 18.5, Drake May 37.5, Ramondre Stevenson 48.5. Receiving, Stephon Diggs is at, that's all the Seahawks. Keyshawn Booty 28.5, Stephon Diggs 44.5, Demario Douglas 10.5, Hunter Henry 39.5, Mac I don't eat vegetables Hollins 24.5, and then Ramondre Stevenson 24.5.
And you said that was received for Ramondre Stevenson?
Correct.
Damn. What are you thinking?
I like what JD said, Keyshawn Booty. So his past 5, it went 16, 24, 66, 75, 6. He had 66 yards and 75 yards in the first 2 playoff games, 6 in that snowy game. I can't really put too much on him for that. I think he'll get that in the first half. I think he'll have 2 or 3 catches. I think they'll be down, got to throw, and I think he's the guy they'll go to. I think Diggs will probably be locked up.
Yeah. All right. Well, shoot, I'm down with that. That sounds good to me. So where does that bring us to, Alex?
Plus 525.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right, it is locked in. On you want to do anytime touchdown as well? Just like the 2, like the lotto, or 2 or 3 leg.
Anytime touchdown. Hunter Henry.
Okay. We each pick one because I know who I got for mine.
Who do you got?
Cooper Kupp. Been there before. Done that. I think
I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Let's do it. Fuck it. Do it.
Awesome. Cool. Let me get this in. Where's it at? Give me a sec. I'm on Bet365 now. This is a lot better. So it's a whole different layout. You said you had Hunter Henry. Give me a sec. This is not working. I'll tell you the odds.
Okay. Got you.
Here we go. So it will be at a plus 1100.
Okay.
Kupp and
it's 1100.
I love it.
Me too. All right. So with that being said, look, Alex, I am going to refresh my page really quick and come back into the stream because my thing is lagging right now. And I think it's really my laptop. It's not my Wi-Fi, guys. It's my laptop. I guess it's getting too old for me now, and I live stream on it every day. So I guess it's too strenuous for it. So let me refresh, and I'll come back, and we're going to do this jersey giveaway.
So there we have it. Probably about 3 minutes, I want to say, before we give away the Lamar Jackson jersey, color of your choice. So if you want to get in your last second memberships, get them in. JD agreeing with me there, saying take Cooper Kupp. Carlton Davis on Kupp. Tila says Sutton is on Tyler. That's crazy. I was like that not too long ago, and it was my computer, which was the trouble. I know I was lagging like all the time, bouncing in and out. Fortunately, the old computer got old. It's right under me, and I moved on to the new one that can do it. Let me see what else. Any like bold predictions for the Super Bowl? Anything? Just what's the boldest prediction you got? JD says you guys hear the Max Crosby news. I did. Jay Glazier saying it's looking like it's over between the Crosby and the Raiders. Looking like he'll find a new team.
I did hear about that. All right, let me add this to the screen. 1 second, guys. We're getting ready to do this jersey giveaway now. Here we go. Let's see.
Drake made 4 picks. The A Pro.
I don't have to ask. Okay.
Touchdown. Woo! Drake made through 4 picks. Can you imagine? Nasty.
Honestly, that would be great for us. That'd be great for us. All right. Let me know if you can see it on the screen, Alex.
I can see it. There's all the names. Are we spinning?
Yeah, I'm about to hit spin now. Since my internet's doing what it's doing, or my line what it's doing, I'm going to let you announce the winner. I'm going to spin, and then you announce who it is.
All right.
All right, here we go. We're ready. The winner of the LJ8 jersey giveaway on PRP. Here we go.
I hear it. Spinning.
Oh. Trey Biz is the winner.
Congrats.
Trey Biz is the winner of the jersey. Congratulations to Trey Biz. Trey Biz, if you're watching, if you're tuned in, hit us up on Instagram. DM us on Instagram. Let us know your size and your color preference for the Lamar Jackson jersey. Let us know.
You have to be here to win.
Let me see.
I guess if we don't
Is
hear
Trey in?
If he's not in here, I guess if we don't hear from him Monday, is that fair? We can always redo it. If we don't hear, obviously.
I don't know, Alex. I think he's spin again if he's not here. Accept his reward. I mean, he's not here to claim it, right?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know. What's the chat thing? What do you think? Think we give him a couple of days? Do we do a respin again for who's here? 2 minutes to respond or prod by okay. Bro, gotta be here.
I like that. 2 minutes to respond.
Bro,
yeah, you gotta be here.
Work.
I like the 2 minutes to respond.
Could be at work. I hear it.
It's a tough one.
We don't know how to hit him up. I don't have his socials.
Yeah. You know what? I say we respin it.
Spin now for the runner-up. Give him until Friday, says JD. So give him until tomorrow.
Okay.
And then next spin would be the runner-up.
Okay. Sound good. We'll spin it again. Here we go.
There it is again. Ooh.
Oh.
Who is it?
Casey Millard. Casey Millard.
Casey, are we here?
Casey in here. Do we have a Casey? You gotta claim it.
You're funny. Is Casey here?
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, is Casey? Do we have a Casey in the chat? Alex, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we just spin until we get somebody who's in the chat. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you how I feel. I feel Trey won it. I think the runner-up should be in the chat. I think the
runner-up should be in the chat?
I think runner-up should be active right now.
Okay.
They know that if they don't respond, it's theirs. That's how
you got it. Got you. All right, let's do that. I like that. Let's keep spinning for the runner-up. Runner-up's got to be in the chat.
Miller, what's up? Come on.
Trey got the first one.
Oh my god.
Trey got the first one. Right? But the runner-up has to be in the chat. We're going to
Taylor, you're funny. You're funny for that.
That's another Coco Melanin. I don't know if Coco Melanin's in the chat.
What?
I don't see Coco Melanin in the chat. I'm not gonna lie to you, Alex.
I don't see. I don't. Coco Melanin, you here?
Coco Melanin, let us know.
Oh,
Let us
KP's
know.
name is right
That name
above
is
it.
kind of crazy too.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, it was close. It was close. It was close. Runner-ups got to be in the chat again. Trey Biz got the first. So we're gonna give Trey Biz 24 hours, right? We're gonna give him 24 hours to check in and DM the Instagram to claim his prize. But if he doesn't claim it within 24 hours, whoever the runner-up is will win the jersey. But the runner-up has got to be here in the live chat. All right, let's run it again because I don't see. I don't see Coco Melanin. I don't see. I don't see. Look at Nitro in the chat. Look at Nitro in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Always blessed. Always blessed.
Trey Biz?
Was in here earlier.
Is Trey Biz here? Is that Trey Biz?
Here?
Who got the first?
No, TRBZ and Trey Biz are two different.
They're different. Okay.
Two different accounts. Yeah.
It's always
They're
blessed
two
here.
accounts. It's always blessed. Can we get an always blessed in the chat? Always blessed was in here earlier. But if you want to be the runner-up, you got to be in here now. I'm not seeing them.
Chris, these are fake names.
They're not fake names. A lot of these are gifted memberships to people who may have just been stopping through the stream. So I'm not seeing always blessed. Alex, do we run it again?
I think you have to. That's the rules. That is the.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go.
It's crazy. The odds are just more in your favor.
It is crazy. Tactical Precision Training LLC, another member here, but I don't see them in the chat. I don't see them in the chat. I don't see them. Chris says Sutton's cheating me. Chris, I'm not cheating you. And Chris has very good luck. If you watch Sutton reactions, you know Chris has very, very good luck. But not so much right now. But I don't see Tactical Precision Training in the chat. LLC in the chat. Oh, there goes Trey Biz.
There he is. There he is.
There he is right there. Trey Biz, you are the winner. You have made it in here. You have claimed your prize. You were the first winner of the spin here, but you weren't in the chat, so we had to spin again to see if we got a runner up. But you are here, Trey Biz is in the chat. Trey Biz, you are the winner of the Lamar Jackson jersey. Clap it up for Trey Biz, y'all. Clap it up. He made it. He made it. He made it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out Trey Biz. Trey Biz, again, if you didn't hear us, DM us on Instagram. DM us on Instagram, right, Alex?
Yes. DM us. DM us. Give us the size you are and what color you want, and then we will need your address to send it to you. So that's the three things. Trey Biz at the Purple Rain podcast. We'll be waiting for it. Congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations to Trey Biz. Again, one more clap it up for him. Clap it up for you guys. Everybody who became a member, everybody who gifted a membership, we appreciate you. We really, really do. And again, we plan on doing more of these giveaways in the future. We plan on doing more of these giveaways for our members in the future. So make sure you stay a member, right? And stay tuning in to the Pro Rain Podcast YouTube channel because you never know what could be next. Like I said, maybe some Rain Gang merch, maybe their jersey. You just know. Again, shout out to Trey Biz. I'm glad you were able to make it in here. Nitro says Sutton was working against them. Nitro, you're not even a member of the chat. You're not even a member.
Rig.
You got to be a member. Oh my gosh, man. Shout out to Trey Biz, though. Shout out to Trey Biz. But okay. All right, y'all. So I think that is going to about do it for our episode here, 377 of PRP. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Again, my laptop is shitting on me today. I don't know what's going on. It's doing what it's supposed to do, but we'll try to correct it for next time. We'll come back stronger next time. We appreciate y'all. And let me see. Again, Trey Biz, make sure you DM us on Instagram as well. So again, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Enjoy the Super Bowl this weekend. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode of the show. Peace.